Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Kahalai, Lai Hawashmi, Howard Shai, Pashim, Kakadai. All right, real quick. All right, you have different European countries that are starting to flip into this digital, you know, system, man. All right, talks about 29 countries have started implementing more biometrics, which, hey, man, we know what this is all leading towards. Where they talk about a healthcare plan or digital IDs, it's all revolving around the same door. You know, even that one, I forget how to say his name, but the elders have gone in on the one guy from I think he was in Hancock as well, but I know he was in Bruce Almighty and he was in Training Day, and he usually always plays the gangster. But even that dude came out and said that he broke down what it is, man. That the MOTB is actually going to be a digital currency that's going to be used and known worldwide, not just in certain locations, but every last one of these countries, including, I believe Mexico and certain other Latin countries are even starting to go towards more of a digital system, which is going to stretch beyond just having a credit card or having a cell phone or, you know, using the internet for social media or for it's not gonna be limited, man. Just like it's not limited now. The only thing is that it's gonna be put inside of someone. All right, they've been trying to mate man with technology for the longest, man. All right, but it's gonna be to no avail. All right, you know. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna read this in Sirach 10, then I'm gonna hop into it. But it says, "An unwise king destroys his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." And that's what's about to happen, man. This man is about to be responsible for mass deaths. All right. Yahweh Shmiel Shai isn't just gonna judge this man for everything else that he's done, but what's these future events that are about to occur, they're about to be great, man. They're about to be greatly wicked. All right. It says that there's gonna be dead bodies from one end of the earth even unto the other. All right. It's gonna be so much death going on. They're gonna be as dung on the streets. That's how common it's gonna be to see death from this man's civilization, man. He's not building a utopia. Everything that Esau is building is dystopian. All right. So you can go ahead and take his marks and his jabs if you want to, but you're gonna wake up. Well, as a matter of fact, you won't wake up. All right. If anything, you're gonna die a torturous death, man. And by torturous, I mean very slow. All right, it's not gonna be how people say that. Oh yeah, we all gotta go someday. Hey, it's some deaths the Lord has reserved, for the wicked, man. What does it say that he made instruments of torture for an evil servant? All right, and hey, it's loads of evil servants on this earth that the Most High plans to punish. Primarily by using Esau Edom as his whooping stick, but also breaking his whooping stick. All right, breaking the hammer of the earth. All right. This is Isaiah 36 and starting at 5. It says, "I say, says thou, but they are but vain words. I have counsel and strength for war. Now on whom dost thou trust that thou rebellest against me? Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean it, it will go into his hand and pierce it, and so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him." All right? Which, hey, that insertion that they're gonna use is gonna pierce your hand. You're gonna have the MOTB. Your steps are gonna be tracked. You're not gonna have any freedoms. You're not gonna have a freedom of speech. let alone freedom of thoughts or any type of free will or ability, and it will be met with consequence, based on uh, 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 whatever you do, man. All right? Whatever it is you do that's not up to standard with this society's rules and regulations, all right? They're gonna affect your livelihood, your compensation, or your chip, man. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, which that going into effect, making that the only way to survive in this society. That's an unrighteous decree. Because Esau knows that we're not to cut into our flesh, man. All right, he knows that that's wicked, man. That's one thing. Also, putting a foreign object inside of your body, man, and something the Lord said that if you take this, you will be destroyed, man. So Esau knows what he's doing, and the Most High is not gonna uh, 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 hold him exempt from what's about to occur to him, man. All right, he's not gonna be not imputed with sin. No, the Lord is gonna impute sin upon this man. All right, but nonetheless, all this is happening because, hey, it's the Lord is coming. It's Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, the elites of the society, all right, they're getting ready to make their moves. You know, those billionaire bunkers are about to shoot right back up. All right, even though they're claiming that we're in a ceasefire, nah, man, all hands about to get on deck real soon. We're in that state of peace and safety, but sooner rather than later, the Most High is gonna amp everything up. Now they're starting to talk about the digital system again, because once this digital system is out there, that's when the World War III is really gonna begin, man. That's when it's gonna be the end of this place, man. All right, that's really all we're waiting on. That's when the Lord is gonna start showing action, because it's gonna be hard for the elect to survive on this side. All right, Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Against who? Against the evildoer, man. Against the churl. Against the so-called white man. All right? And we say so-called white, even though, you have different different tribes of our people, all right? Of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that some of them look like that, and some of them actually believe that they are of those people, but they are not. Not to mention, you also have other nations that have made it with E, and some of them, they look like him, or they look like other nations because the nations are mixed. But in totality and as a whole, Esau Edom looks like the so-called white man. All right. Well, that's how Esau Edom looks. He looks, hey, he has a pale skin that is translucent. This is that man of sin. All right, and it is a sin to look that way. All right, because it's a curse. All right, as a clean leper, man. All right, one who can't pass it on, but holds this disease through its entire bloodline. All right, but yeah, man, he's gonna come against the elect, and the Lord's gonna lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and to them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. So this is a promise made to the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai on down. All right, that the Most High is going to keep them in these days. In these days to come, when things get real drastic and real hard, man, we're gonna have to hold on for dear faith, man. All right, we'll get one last scripture, man. Then I'm gonna close it up. This is Sirach chapter 16 and verse 13, it says, "The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated." So, hey, man, those that fight for the truth unto death, the Most High is going to come and he's going to lift up a standard against the evildoer for them. All right? When they don't have food, the Lord is going to come and lift up that standard and deliver them food, man, in times of trouble, man. All right? That's why it says you should not be afraid of the noise and pestilence by noonday. None of that. Nothing is going to come against us, against the elect. Lord willing, we be of that number, is going to stop them, man. Yeah, how about me outside is with you? Nothing can be against you. All right? We see this digital system coming. We see these things coming. But hey, guess what? We're focused on Yahweh Shai. All right? It says, make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his work. The Lord Yahweh, it's like, yeah, the Lord Yahweh hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works might be known to the world. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. All right? That he's strengthening this devil, making him more bold in his tech, all right, and in his weaponry, even though hey, he ain't got it no more. The Lord is ramping everything up for this final showdown, man. All right? As a matter of fact, it says that in Wisdom of Solomon, man. You know? When thy enemies think that thou art not of a full power, then thou showest thyself. Oh, the Lord ain't about. Hey, no, man. The Most High about to come in and throwing blows, man. This is the most humble fighter that you should fear, man. All right, who knows all the moves and watched all the plays, then train the best fighters, man. Then watch the best fighters train. this the Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai is infinity and O, man. All right, all right. It says. His mercy is manifest to every creature, and he has separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. Say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? And that's what he think he can do, man. He think he's gonna be able to go down there and hide amongst whatever is down there in the earth. All right, when his bunkers, and the Most High is not gonna find him. The Most High knows everything. All right. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens and the deep and the earth shall all that therein is shall be moved when he shall visit. And the mountains also and foundations of the earth shall be shaken with trembling when the Lord Yahweh looketh upon them. And hey, I believe that those chariots are going to change the atmosphere when they enter into it, man. All right, because of the power that they contain and the size of them, man. All right. Even though they can shift to different sizes, they can get pretty massive, man. And when listen to the story of Mount Sinai, it basically was a storm going on, man. The chariot and a storm going on, you know. But it says, "No heart can think upon these things worthily, and who is able to conceive his ways? There's a tempest which no man can see, for the most part of his works are hid." So there you go, man. To whom is the arm of your Lord Yahweh Shai shall revealed? All right, those are gonna be the ones that are gonna be special enough to make it throughout all of this when the Lord returns. And that's why we're praying the Most High sends that digital system soon, very soon, man. Because that's gonna be the end all be all of this society. For Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, and Esau is the end of the world. But with that, Lord's willing, this was edifying. We're gonna end it off and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash, Shalom, and Abba Ball.